EA Sports brings you a special edition of the National Football League for this Thanksgiving matchup. It's the Bucs and the Lions under the lights on Monday night.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. We might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. In motion left, Godwin. From the gun, Mayfield. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down. To throw, Mayfield. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9. They will run for the first time here with White. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Mayfield to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Buccaneers at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest. And
he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to the ground game with White. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 3. In motion left, Godwin. Here's Mayfield. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Mayfield. That's caught by Durham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Mayfield now. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And his kick is good. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within 1/4 of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 25-yard line.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Pass incomplete. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, it's certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Mayfield. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There to get a hand in and knock that one away, DJ Reed.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Back to throw, Goff. He'll get that complete to the rookie from Arkansas. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. I mean, look at this defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air. This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55, but you'll see it just conk off that upright, and they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Escaping the pressure right. Pushing his... Now Mayfield lost the football. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. Oh, what a move. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Once again, it's Irving. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run straight ahead here with White. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Mayfield. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. A shotgun snap for Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Goff. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now it's Goff. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
That is incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, You're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start here with a handoff to White, dancing away at the 30. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They run out of the gun with Irving. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Ball start.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. They'll look to throw again. This is White on the screen. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And his kick here is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So he's been a busy man here in this 1st half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Play action. It's Goff. He's got Wright on the short throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
Now Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge he gained from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Out of the gun, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Gone. And he'll just get rid of it.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he fends him off. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Goff throwing again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Otten on the out route. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. To throw, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Flush to his right. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
Mayfield. This one taken in by Otten. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cade Otten, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to move back in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that'll make this a 6-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Cade Otton capped things off with a touchdown grab. Fighting his way through contact. And he returns this to the 22. We're going to look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Here's Goff. And down he goes. A Buccaneers sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That's pulled in at the 32. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville, where it was the visiting Patriots come in and get the victory on the road. Drake May, a touchdown pass in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love, strong in the victory, as his guys run their record to 6-1 on the campaign. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And it was the visiting Atlanta Falcons who come in and get the victory. Michael Penix leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
After 29-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Goff. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence the big plays are out there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw is Goff. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Buccaneers' 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. And that one too wide and incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out 1st and 10. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. That is brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. This ball complete to Durham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. A run up the middle with Irving. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start things off with a give to Gibbs. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Gets around him. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
At the 39-yard line.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
42-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Goff now looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Oh, nice move. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Goff now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Encroachment defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
That's another Detroit Lions
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Bucs 36-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On the handoff, this is Irving. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it, because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
Mayfield. That's caught by Durham. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And Detroit. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Now it's Goff. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. But Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
St. Brown in motion right. Going up the gut, Montgomery. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Now Goff. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Complete to Jamison Williams. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Goff. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Montgomery. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Goff. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Bates' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. The field goal we just saw has us now at a 1-score game. And on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball. But here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that. And that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. Here's 1st and 10. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Goff. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
It's the 30. That's good for Lions.
Goff now to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs have just about wrapped up the victory. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other, and they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for Tampa Bay, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.